everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video we have my Face Masks Club unboxing. How these videos work is, first of all, I'll go over the sheet masks that I used from April's box. Then I will go through and show you what I've received in May's box. Just to address the kind of situation going on here, I was feeling very brave when applying my makeup today. I do have the Limoncello palette on from Colourpop, which does contain some neutral shadows, but I thought, I'm in a rush to film YouTube videos, why not go for a blue look? This has been removed and put back on, I think 2 or 3 times at this point, so I'm just having to go with it. I'm not happy with how it looks, but I also don't want to mess with it too much because I'm getting to the point now where when I keep removing the blue, it just leaves behind a bit of residue and looks like I've possibly been punched in the eye. So I am planning on filming 2, possibly 3 videos tonight. Normally I do change up my eye look and things in between, but I just don't think tonight is the night for that. I'm also trying the new Essence, and I've completely forgotten the name. It's the Pretty Natural foundation. I have it in the shade 50 Natural Champagne, which in the mirror looked fine, but now that I'm in front of a camera, I don't think it quite matches, and I'm hoping that it doesn't oxidize because that means it's only going to get worse. So we're just going to have to roll with it at this point. Formula wise, it's a really nice formula, I'm not too sure on the shade. On my lips, which isn't a new product, is the NYX Liquid Suede in the shade Soft Spoken, because this is a kind of comfort zone lipstick, so I had to try and do something to pull this look together. But why don't we get into the Face Masks Club subscription? For those of you who aren't aware of this service, it is a monthly sheet mask delivery service. They do have a couple of levels of service on their website. You can choose one-off boxes of either 5 or 7 sheet masks, or you can sign up to the monthly subscription and save yourself 5%. The 5 sheet mask box costs £9.95. If you sign up as a subscription, you save the 5%, making it £9.45 a month. For the 7 sheet mask box, that is £12.99 as a one-off. Saving the 5%, that does take it down to £12.34, I believe it is, and it is the 7 sheet mask that I'm on. So why don't we first of all go over the sheet masks that I tried from April's box. In case you haven't seen my videos before and you wonder what I'm looking at the back of the sheet mask, I do write myself little notes because I would never remember the details of each mask when it came down to reviewing them. The first one is this Natural Ampoule White Pearl Mask from Merry Youth. This one was quite a nice mask. It had a really nice fresh scent to it. The sheet mask itself fit pretty well. I just did have to adjust it a couple of times while I was wearing it, and it did start to lift towards the end of the 15 minutes that I was wearing it, but nothing too major, and the material itself was nice and soft and it was pretty comfortable. Once I had removed this mask, my skin did tingle slightly from the serum that was left over. The serum itself did soak in really nicely and my skin felt really nice and soft and fresh after this one, so I did quite enjoy this one. Because of the lifting aspect and having to adjust it, I have just given this one a 7 out of 10. The next one we have here is covered in serum from either this or another sheet mask, and also the remains of my notes on the back there too, so apologies for the mess of that. So this is the Egg Essence mask from Esfolio, and this was the one that I was definitely most intrigued about from last month, and is the mask that I actually tried first. I am very happy to report that it did not smell of egg at all and did have a really nice pleasant smell to it. I can't quite put my finger on what it was just quite nice and fresh and a little bit sweet. The only thing that did kind of spring to mind was kind of baked goods, so I don't know if perhaps now I think about it, it might have smelt more like an egg custard, because that's obviously egg mixed with the sweetness of custard, and then it could smell some sort of baked good aspect to it as well. So yeah, perhaps I would say it smelled like an egg custard, so it was quite pleasant. And then once it was actually applied onto my face, I couldn't smell it at all, which, because it was a quite nice smell, was actually a shame. The mask itself did fit very well. The chin area was very saturated, but that wasn't an issue because it didn't lift or budge or anything like that. I just had to make sure that I kind of pushed it down into my chin area. The eye holes in this one were a little bit too small, but once I'd got them into place, it wasn't uncomfortable at all. When I was wearing this one, it was slightly tingly, but not in a bad way. And then the tingling did subside once I removed the mask. The serum left over did soak into the skin really nicely, and my skin felt super soft after using this one. So one that I was kind of dreading using, I absolutely ended up loving. And I've given this one a 9 out of 10. And I've found the culprit of where all that serum was coming from. It's this next mask, which is literally dripping as we speak. So this is how I'm going to have to hold this one. This is the Gigot Aloe Mask. So apologies, I'm just going to have to hold it to drip in my hand, which isn't ideal. So this is the Gigot Aloe Mask, and this mask was terrible. So obviously it's continuing being terrible by now, dripping all over everything. So for this one, I've said that it does have quite a nice scent to it. It was just the usual kind of aloe scent. It was a paper-like mask, so it was very crinkly, and it did actually feel kind of like the backing sheets that you sometimes get on masks. I've actually ironically written on the back that it dripped everywhere. Obviously you can see that is still happening. It didn't stick to the skin, it didn't fit, and it moved around a lot. The eye holes were too small, it lifted on the chin area, the head was too high, and I only actually left this one on for 5 minutes, and then afterwards the serum was really watery. As you can physically see, this is literally going everywhere. So I've given this one a 1 out of 10, and I think this might be the worst sheet mask I've tried in a long time. It does take a lot for me to not leave the mask on, but this one, it probably wasn't even 5 minutes, to be honest. It just felt terrible and was literally dripping like this. So now I'm going to have to dispose of this one immediately in the bin and wipe my hands down. So back in a second. So now I have aloe all over my hands, my pants and my chair, which I'm hoping isn't going to stain. Fingers crossed, but yeah, definitely worst sheet mask I've tried in a long time. The next one was this fresh red ginseng, and this one was from the brand 3W Clinic. This one had a really interesting scent to it. It was an almost kind of musky aftershavey type scent. This one, I've said that it was a very soft mask, but the chin area could have done with being a little longer because it didn't quite cover my chin. Also, the eye area was a little small. It was very easy to apply, and once it was actually in place, it did fit well. With regards to the scent of this one, as I said, it was quite a musky, almost woodsy type scent, but really nice. The only issue was I could smell it for the whole duration of wearing the mask. It wasn't overly strong or anything like that, but I just could smell it, and by the end it did give me a slight headache. The mask itself was really nice and cooling and refreshing and slightly tingly, and the serum afterwards was nice and refreshing as well, so it was quite nice in that respect. I haven't actually given this one a rating, but I would say this one was probably a 7 out of 10. The next mask was from the brand Cedia, and this was another aloe mask. This one was definitely a lot better than the previous one. So this one, I've said it fit very well. It had a really nice fresh scent to it. The actual mask itself was really refreshing and it stayed in place really well. This is one that I know I did leave on for longer than the allotted time. I think I had this one on for about 25 minutes in all. My skin did feel really nice and fresh after this one, and the serum did soak in really quickly. And I think this one is definitely my favourite aloe mask that I've tried in a long time, and I did actually give this one a 9.5 out of 10. But now I think about it, I don't know if I liked it any more than the egg one. I don't know what the sort of pros and cons between those two would be, but they're both at least a 9 and 10, and say definitely ones I enjoyed this month. The next mask is from the brand Unial, and this was their Hyaluron mask pack. So this one, I've said it has a really nice fresh scent to it. The mask itself, it was slightly wrinkly, but once I managed to kind of stretch it into place, it did fit very well and it stayed in place. And then afterwards, my skin did feel very hydrated after this one, and I could tell that it was infused with kind of hyaluronic acid and things. So yet again, Unial as a brand has not disappointed me with their sheet masks. I think I've loved every single one I tried. This one I've given an 8 out of 10. And then the final one was this honey one from Farmstay. Generally, I'm not a fan of anything that is kind of naturally honey scented. It just seems to turn my stomach. But this one did definitely have a different scent to it. It was more sweet than anything, and I couldn't actually smell any honey on it. It was almost like a sort of sweet perfumey scent, so it was actually really nice. The mask itself did fit very well. I think it was just the chin area I needed to adjust a little bit, but not much. It did tingle slightly. I think it was about halfway through wearing it until I took it off, but not in a bad way. It was probably because I've got loads of blemishes on my skin at the moment. And this was another mask that I did leave on for longer than the allotted time because it was really pleasant to wear. And afterwards my skin did feel really nice and soft, and I just loved the scent of this one, and that one did kind of stick around, but it didn't give me a headache or anything like that. Rating wise for this one, I've given it an 8.5 out of 10. So that is all the masks that I tried in April. I think most of them were sort of 7, 8 and 9s out of 10, so really good, apart from that absolutely terrible one that has just made a mess of things. So overall, I was really impressed with the masks that I received in April. So now let's move on to what I've received in the May box. And then this is how the insides come. They have their logo there, then a sticker with a personalised note on it. So this one says, "We have some fantastic masks in your box this month, enjoy." And then under the tissue paper, here are my 7 masks, so let's go through them. The first one is from the brand Beauty Idea Diary, which I do believe I had one of their masks a couple of months ago, and I think I quite liked it. So this one is the Punica Granatum Moisturising Black Mask. I think the last one I tried was a black mask as well, a kind of charcoal type one, so I quite enjoyed that. This one sounds pretty good as well. This one says it revitalises skin, maintains elasticity and tight plumper. And then on the back it doesn't say anything further, but yeah, this sounds like a pretty good one. And I say last time I do think I quite enjoyed the one from this brand. And we have another one from Esfolio, and this one is the Collagen Essence Mask Sheet. This one says enriched with hydrolyzed collagen and various nutritive components to deliver abundant moisture and nourishment deep into your skin. So on the back, this one says this highly concentrated essence mask is formulated with hydrolyzed collagen, pig collagen, which is dermatotropic and helps to strengthen the skin. Also, the vitamin from quince extract and portulaca extract contained in this essence mask helps to increase elasticity of your skin and offer dewiness to your dry skin. So that sounds really good. I do like a lot of things that are collagen. Then we have this one from Peri Pera. This is the Juice Time Lemon Mask. This one says it is a brightening mask, and it says that the mask will help to provide moisture and sufficient nutrition with fresh fruit extract, which hydrates and helps relax the skin for all skin types. I have tried one from this brand before and I can't remember whether I liked it or not, but it says the mask does contain vitamins and fruit, so that sounds pretty good to me. Then we have one from the brand Farmstay, which is definitely a brand of masks that I do enjoy. This is the Real Avocado Essence Mask. So this one says a mask pack that gives nutrition with avocado extract, which helps maintain skin moisture by relaxing the skin and helps moisturise and gloss. And then there's a sticker in front of it, so I don't know what that says after that. But like I say, I do like masks that I've tried from Farmstay. I've tried quite a few, but I can't remember if I've tried an avocado one before. And we have another one from Farmstay, and this is their charcoal mask, which I don't recognise at all, so I don't think I've tried this one. This says mineral ingredient that contains charcoal helps skin maintain healthy and helps cleanse and keep skin clean by absorbing skin waste. So charcoal masks are usually really good for kind of detoxing your skin. So this one is probably going to be good around the time that I've had a load of breakouts and my skin's just getting rid of whatever. So I'll definitely save that for then. Then we've got this very interesting one from Leaders Medew. This is the Amino Moisture Mask, moisturising with amino acids, an amino acid complex with lysine, ceramide, and I can't pronounce that, phytosphingosine, I think that is. And then it doesn't say anything else on the back. It is all in Korean, but I really like the packaging of this one. It's really cute, and moisturising does sound really good to me. Amino acids, I think they're good for you, so that one sounds quite good. And then finally we have this really cute mask in very luxury feeling packaging. This one is from the brand J Solution Mama. This is the Pureness Aqua Mask. It says multi-hyaluronic acid builds up moisturising barrier and makes your skin full of moisture. And then on the back it says it's a cellulose sheet with moistful energy and vitality and a don't worry formula. So I presume, yes, it contains 90% of natural origin ingredients and non-added Formula 11 ingredients, so things that are good to your skin. It says 9-fold layered hyaluronic acid and terulose provides hydration for the skin with full of moisture. So another moisturising one, which again sounds really good. I do definitely like moisturising sheet masks, so this one is really cute and sounds good as well. So that is all 7 sheet masks that I've received in this month's Face Mask Club. A few staple ones there from brands that I like Farmstay, a couple of kind of funky packaging ones and some interesting ones with the pig collagen. But yeah, excited to give these a go and give myself an excuse to pamper myself. If this does sound of interest to you, I will have their website linked in my description box below. This isn't affiliated with them in any way. I do just generally like the service that they provide, and it is a great way to try different brands and different ingredients and just generally have an excuse to pamper myself. But that is it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks.